Hey you guys, welcome back. I wanted to do a little sit down video just to kind of talk about my New Year's resolutions again, and with everything being so new and fun and exciting, I kind of wanted to document like all of my feelings right now 9 days into the new year, and how I'm doing with my resolutions. So the three main things that I really wanted to focus on for myself and better myself on is one, planning, because my brain is very chaotic and I'm a busy woman between full-time working and then coming home and being a mother and wife and housekeeper. So between all of those things just get crazy in my brain. So I wanted to be a better planner. I wanted to make sure that I am taking better care of my health. This last year, I became a supervisor and I really put all of my mental focus into that, and I ate what I want and I ate out, and through all of that, I am at my heaviest that I've been in a very long time, and I was starting to really feel the side effects of that. So I really wanted to cut down on my weight so I can feel better again, and I wanted to work on my mental health this year, and that kind of cuts out some social media and helps me focus on things that matter to me and kind of eliminate things that I shouldn't even be thinking about or comparing to or whatever. So that's what this video is about, just to kind of do a little check-in, say how things are going, what I'm doing, all of that. And I do want to do these periodically throughout the year because I'm definitely sticking to these goals, and I just want to be able to look back at where I started. So, okay, get yourself something to drink, nice fresh cup of water. I'm gonna actually go get myself a diet soda because that sounds really good right now, and I'll be right back with you. I just made my cat jump. Cheers! Dink! I'm gonna need that little bit of caffeine pick me up because Mama's got chores to do today. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is planning. I did bring my little planner. I picked out the Happy Planner because I really liked the vertical layout of it. It's got like a full calendar for me, and then it's got just a week's glance vertical layout, and I really like how that looks. I like the big boxes for me to input information. This was my first full week here, and I can tell you guys, sitting down on the weekend and kind of seeing my whole week laid out before me and like leaving blank spots, kind of fill them in as the week goes, has been really great for me in organizing my thoughts and keeping right in front of me what my priorities are. I'm one of those people that the second I see something that needs to be done, I start it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I finish it. I just start it, and along the way I'll start other things. I'll be like, oh yeah, I was working on this, and I'm all over the place and I get very little done. So with this, it helps me kind of see my chaotic brain on the sheet, and then I can be like, okay, these things were priority to me today. Those other things that are floating around in my brain, they're here. They're just gonna be later. 1 second. My little moose needed a snack, so I had to supply him with snackage. What was I saying? Okay, I was saying that I love that I can, throughout the week, see what my priorities are, remember what's important to me, and still have space to do those little things that come up, or at least sit on them and say, is this really a priority? Is this something I need to put on my planner this week? And if I do, I put it there. If it's not, then I'll be like, I'm gonna get to that someday. And for some reason, having it down on the planner has been like relieving to me. And another thing is I feel like I do on a day-to-day basis accomplish a lot, but I lose track of what I've done, and all I can see is the undone. So that just adds fuel to my crazy mental fire, and by having my checklists and seeing what I've accomplished throughout the week, it makes me feel more calm and like, you know what? Look what I did. Look what I did this week. It's all good. I'll get to it. So I really like those aspects of my planner. Another piece of planning that I'm finding that I really am liking right now is I'm building routines. So I'm making sure that I'm getting up early in the morning to give myself time. I have daily reminders to clean my kitchen every single day, and I've been nailing it and doing good. It makes me feel really good to go to bed with a clean kitchen. And before, I just didn't have the energy. I would get myself, I think, just so mentally hung up on things. And it's after a long day of work, I've made dinner and I just would go, but with a planner, I don't know, it just makes me know, like, as I'm making dinner, I want to clean this kitchen afterwards and I'll feel accomplished and good and I'll rest good, and I have been resting really good. So that's kind of a routine that I've been building in, is clean the kitchen at night. Another thing is my 6-year-old isn't the best reader, and that's partly on me. I was a really good reader with my oldest son, but my little one has a very short attention span and he wants to ask so many questions in the book. So it slows down the reading process. And so it's just a different experience with him, and I haven't been good about regularly reading to him, and I know how important that is to his growth. So my goal for him is to get him reading by the end of this year, and that's only going to happen if I'm putting in the time. So I've got my little daily reminders. I'll show you guys. I put them right here, where I'm like, daily reminders, read to Finn, clean the kitchen, and I need that. I need that in my face every single day, knowing what I need to do. So I really love that about the planner as well. Something for me that I know is really important is to leave this planner where I can see it. So I've been leaving it face open on the week that I'm on, right in the kitchen. It allows me to add to it when I need to, and it just makes it in my face and I know it. I don't necessarily love it there because I know when I cook, I'm kind of a mad woman and ingredients are flying everywhere, and I know it's probably gonna get some food sauce on it at some point, but oh well, it is what it is. I'm not aiming for perfection here, but I would like to find a spot where it's still in my face but not on the counter. I just don't know what that looks like yet, but that's something I've learned, is to definitely keep it in front of me, because if it's in front of me, I will do it. If I close it and I put it next to my bedside, I won't look at it for months. Another thing that I kind of tested out in the first full week of planning was I made a little side area. I called it, can you see, self-care, and I put dye hair, pluck eyebrows, face mask, and nails. My hair was very much needing to be dyed, and I kept putting it off, and I'm like, you know, you're gonna feel so much better if you just give yourself the hour to do it, and I did it. Plucking my eyebrows, honestly, because of my life, I usually just like am plucking on the go. I'm like seeing that one hair and not really getting in there, and just plucking as I go, and I wanted to sit down and like make my eyebrows look nicer. So I intentionally did that. I have a whole drawer full of face masks as gifts from people and from subscription boxes and bags and all of that, and even some that I've bought for myself. And I'm like, okay, 1, you need to use them. 2, you love using them, you just never make the time to do it. So that was something last week. I slowed myself down in the evening and I gave myself a mask, and it was so lovely. It was so lovely. I'm adding it to this week because I want to do it again. And then the other thing was to do my nails. I've had these funky long nails. I was like, when am I going to wear these? When am I going to wear these? I finally put them on and they've been so fun. Actually, so incredibly fun that I'm like, I think I'm gonna start getting my nails done again, because having long nails just makes me feel so girly. Anyways, self-care was something that I didn't realize I was putting off so much until this planner experience. I'm like, okay, I definitely want to keep like a self-care momentum throughout each of my planning weeks, so I make sure that I'm slowing down and taking care of myself and filling my cup, because I'm pouring out of it all the time. With my weight loss journey, I'm definitely in a better mental space when it comes to actual weight. If you would have taken 20-year-old Raina or even early 30-year-old Raina and said, you're gonna be over 200 pounds, I would have lost my mind. but now I'm in a mental space where I'm like, weight equals weight. That's all it is. And I know that when I have more pounds on my bones and on my body, I'm more tired, I'm a little bit more grumpy and agitated. I mean, all of that wraps up what happens to me when you add weight to my body. So I just want less of it. I don't have a goal weight. Like, I'm not like, I need to get to, like before when I was younger, I was like, I need to get to 130 pounds because so-and-so is 130 pounds. That's so stupid. And I can't even imagine myself being 130 pounds. I don't even think that that's possible for me. Anyways, pounds are pounds or whatever. I just want to lose weight to a point where I feel healthy again. I'm not so stinking fatigued. It's easier to find clothes and I feel more confident in my body. Like, that's my goal. So because I know that I'm there mentally, I'm okay with weighing myself daily. I know that my weight is going to do this, but I want it to do this. Like, you know, gradually go down over time. So I'm okay with seeing that fluctuation and I know what it is. It's because I didn't have a good poop. I didn't drink enough water. My body's holding on to water. It's whatever. It's because I'm a woman and I'm heavier some days. So I've been using this to kind of track my weight daily. As you can see, just to see, and my total weight loss as of Sunday was 4.4 pounds. So go me. I want to kind of track my total loss. It just helps me feel rewarded and like I'm doing the right things, and it's kind of like a motivator for me. So, and it's informational, really, it's informational. It's going to tell me the day that I start to plateau, okay, one, how am I feeling? Am I where I want to be? Am I feeling energetic? Am I feeling like clothes are fitting me better? It's easier to dress myself. Am I happy? Like all of those things. And if not, what do I want to do about it? So I love that the planner is holding so much information. It's got my appointments in there too. It's got, I just tracked like today, my little one's sick. We've got sick day with Finn. He's actually seeming to feel better. He's eating and he's coughing less, so maybe I can go back to work tomorrow. But anyways, the last thing that I really love my planner for is uploading to YouTube. I'm somebody historically that will video a whole bunch of videos and overwhelm myself and then delete them because I think they're stupid or irrelevant and blah, 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 blah. And YouTube for me is such a healthy outlet. I have very good friends that I've made through here. It's a great way to document life and look back. For those that don't know, I used to have another channel that has over 500 videos on it, and it was more like family vlogging when my 12-year-old was much younger. And I did that through my youngest probably being about a year old, and I shut down the channel for personal reasons. Started this channel up just for me, and I kind of feel like I never prioritized it, and I had this continual like yearning to come back to YouTube and do more here, but the chaotic piece of my brain just didn't let me do it. So having a planner and being able to think about the content I want to put out, that it's on my heart, on my chest, and that is important to me and I want to get out there, I feel like I can make space for it now with my planner. So I have no pros or no cons to my planner at this point. I was going to sit here and share pros and cons, but I'm very excited, happy, loving it, loving all the stickers. I've been looking online at more stickers and I like made myself slow down. I did find some at Dollar Tree. But I just love like having so much fun. Like, I don't know. Like this is this week. My kitchen cleaning, read to Finley, still priorities to me. Maybe I'll add more daily reminders, but this is enough for Raina right now. I wanted to film this video today. I've got my priority as far as cleaning the house, what's important to me, my bathrooms, my bedroom, and vacuuming is very much needed. I want to edit and upload a shop with me between these 2 days. I just did a shopping video that will be out before this one. And I love these little like motivational stickers. This one says, "Don't give up." We've got This side, which is a lot more open, and I'm finding that works best for me. I'll really plan out kind of the first few days. Again, this is out on my kitchen table. I'll put the for sure things that are happening, like I need to make a potato salad on Thursday for a potluck on Friday, and then I have an actual nail appointment. So excited to share my nails with you guys. And then I kind of just leave this open so that way as the week progresses, I can figure out what my priorities are and stick to them. And yeah, it's all good stuff. I just want a million planner stickers. I'm obsessed. Okay, if you're still here with me, whoa. Who does that? Graveyard Girl. Have you guys ever watched her? She drinks her tea or her coffee and she's like, ah. She's such a strange duckling and I love her. Okay. Next goal that I'm focusing on is a calorie deficient diet. The reason I like this diet is because if I want to, I can eat what I want. I just have to be intentional about it. For instance, this last week, my coworker brought in banana bread and I was like, do I want to eat the banana bread? Looking up, like, okay, an average piece of banana bread is like 200 calories. So I ended up having half of a piece, totally enjoyed it. And I wasn't on a specific diet where I would have like thrown myself out of ketosis or had some like crazy point value that I had to put on what I ate that day. It was just simple calories. How much is it? Don't overindulge and enjoy yourself. Okay, now I have it. My cat just opened the door. I didn't know you can open doors. Look at this cute baby. Look at her. She's so pretty. I love calorie deficient type diets because, like I said, you can eat whatever you want. You just have to be intentional. And I'm very intentional. I'm finding it very exciting to find low calorie things to eat, whether it be pre-packaged or making at home. It's just been a kind of fun adventure for me. Today I made little egg bites that I can put inside of English muffins. It's got Canadian bacon in it, spinach, cheese, all these seasonings, and it's egg whites and it's baked in the oven. And now I can throw it on an English muffin in the morning and know that I'm eating 205 calories with the little bit of cheese I added on it. And I kind of love weighing my food at home and just knowing more of what I'm eating. It's just been fun to me. I haven't felt like I am holding back or like creating eating issues for myself because I really am eating everything that I could possibly want to eat. So it's been really good for me. Hold on. I think my little ring light's dying on me because I didn't charge it. Anyways, right now I'm doing 1,800 calories a day. Before, when I did this diet, I did 1,700 calories a day and lost pretty good weight. I was also a little bit more active then, and I was starting at a lower weight. So knowing that I was starting at 201, I felt like I could have more calories. And honestly, I've been undershooting that calorie every single day. Sometimes it's like not intentional. I got really busy at work and I didn't eat the snacks I brought. And sometimes it's just everything that I packed was so low calorie, high protein. I felt full, didn't feel like I needed to eat, and I just went to bed eating 1,400, 1,500, 1,600 calories. I think I only came close to meeting 1,800 one day. So I'm not going to change it. I think that 1,800 is still a good number for me because I know that there's going to be days where I am just hungry. Hormones make me hungry sometimes. So I want to leave it there, and I don't see a reason to change it because I am losing. But I just really like the calorie deficient lifestyle. It works for me, and it lets me have candy. It lets me have a soda. It lets me have fruit and whatever I want to eat. It lets me do it, and I love that. So that's going well. For tracking my calories, I'm using a scale when I'm at home. I find that super satisfying to do. And then I use the FitnessPal app. I do the free version, just means I have to type in everything, which is not that big of a deal. And I don't get extra perks that I probably wouldn't even use anyways. But I just use the free FitnessPal, and between that, the scale and YouTube is another resource I've been using, as I've been looking up calorie deficient influencers out there and what they're eating, and kind of getting ideas for easy dinners and keeping things simple. And it's just been really, really good. Some of the like simpler dinners I've already made are like pizza quesadillas with like low calorie tortillas, measured out cheese, and then all the meats and veggies. I'm gonna do some breakfast burritos again with those low carb calorie tortillas. Sheet pan meals are fun, and you can measure out rice to have normal white rice if that's what you like. That's what we did. Some pizza, like normal pizza on some low calorie crust is another thing. There's all sorts of like chicken, beef, steak meals out there. There's so many stinking options of things that I can eat that I'm not eliminating for myself. And I'm learning as I go, like, oh gosh, I could have so much more of X food if I replace this with this. So it's been really fun, and I love finding normal recipes out there and just seeing what the calorie is per serving, and figuring out if I want to do that, like a pasta recipe or whatever. So keeping things simple with this change has really made it easier for me, because I am not a food prepper. It's not something I enjoy doing. I like to kind of cook more on the fly. So I'd say simplified dinners is where it's at. Some little perk that I just noticed is that my kids are starting to care a little bit more about what they're eating. Finley is always asking, is this healthy, Mom? Is this healthy? And I try to have a very, healthy conversation with him about weight. He's a big boy. He's 6 years old and he's 80 something pounds. I can't even remember what he was, but he is sturdy, and I worry about him. And so I like that he sees me eating more fruits and vegetables overall, and he's curious about it. He's gotten really into avocado toast again. And he's like, this is healthy, right, Mom? We've cut out his Capri Suns and replaced them with healthier juice water options. And it's nice seeing that. My oldest today, as he was leaving for school, asked if he could have a protein bar on the way to school, which is so much better than a Pop-Tart or whatever he would have eaten before. So I was like, yeah, of course, go for it. Just make sure you bring water with you. And it's just kind of one of those down water effects of change. My husband is seeing me make these changes, and he's wanting to be better, just because, we're married and we motivate and inspire each other. And so just how it impacts the world around you is such an inspiring, good thing to make me want to keep going. And with the calorie deficient thing, it's just not strict. We ate out as a family. I had a burger, fries, didn't worry about it. And then when I took my kids to the mall, I had Annie Ann's little pretzel bites. They were delicious, wonderful. I enjoyed them. And then when I came home, I got back on track. Or when I was at work with the banana bread, it's like, if I didn't have these parameters in place and kind of like an overall bigger goal, I would be going to town, eating out, and doing all the things. We've already eaten out way less in the last 9 days than we would have before. And I just like the flexibility and the kind of ownership that I have with these changes that I've made. And it's all a really positive thing. And lastly, with my final social media goal was to be on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok less. I feel like, sure, they're fun, ways to check in on people and see what they're doing, and there's positive influences out there. I've certainly learned to follow more accounts that made me feel more positive, but I think mentally for me, because my brain gets so wiry and fiery, getting distracted with social media wasn't helping my overall overall productivity. And because my productivity was being impacted, it was impacting my mental health because things weren't getting done. So I like that I still have the apps, I still have the accounts, and I will find a way to interweave them into my life at some point. But right now I've kind of cold turkeyed them all. I'm putting all of my mental focus and routines into my planner, into my day-to-day living, into my health. And I really haven't missed social media. The only thing that I've missed was I wanted to look up somebody and I always use social media to do that. And it was like awkward because I didn't have the app on my phone to look them up. And then I wanted to look up nail places here in Salem, and like it's easier to do it via social apps anymore than it is just Google, because I can go to Instagram and be like nail salon Salem, Oregon, and it will show me like actual nails that people have been doing in places around. So there's things like that where I'm like, oh, I don't have the app, so I ended up going through the online version of it just so I can search. But I haven't missed it. In the mornings when I wake up, I do scroll Pinterest sometimes, which feels more inspiring and healthy for me because I'm seeing different decluttering pages, like inspiration for me to declutter things. I'm seeing healthy recipes that I sometimes pin and it ends up becoming a dinner. Just different ideas that actually are curated around my lifestyle and around my goals. And it's a nice way to enjoy holding my phone, and it's easier for me to put it down. Like, because everything's just so different. I don't know how to explain it. Where social media, I'm constantly like, had that habit of picking it up, and why? Where Pinterest, it's almost like, it's like a good wind down app, or like even wake up app, whatever. But I'm replacing that time with getting up, being productive, or doing other things I like crossword puzzles to ease my brain, or sitting with my planner and doodling something. I don't know. It's just, I have time now, and I see that clearly. I have time. It's just how I utilize it. So far, I really am not missing it. I like being here on YouTube and spending my time here, and it feels really, really, really good. Okay, that wraps up the video. I just wanted to check in 9 days into my goals and tell you guys how I'm feeling. I want to do another video like this probably a little further out, maybe like a month or so, just to check in again about how I'm doing and feeling. Is there any different feelings, different thoughts? And I'm going to kind of sit quietly. I've got 2 videos now to upload and see what I'm pulled and motivated to video next, because I really don't know. But if you guys have any ideas, put them down below. I'm down as of today 6 pounds since I've started this. I'm feeling really, really good about that, and positive and excited for the future. And I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I hope that you guys are doing well, you're feeling inspired, and you're taking care of yourselves, however that looks. And until next time, take care, love always. Bye.